Hello, this is Mike Brandt, Dean of Pathway Learning at Vista Ridge High School, and I've got a short presentation here that is introducing the Pathways course and some of the materials that we cover in the course. So, the major feature of Pathways is preparing students for post-secondary readiness and having career and college conversations and activities that help them determine what their path is going to be in high school and beyond. So, in Pathways, students develop an individual career academic plan, or ICAP, and this is a process that is an ongoing process where students and educators and parents all help to develop an awareness of different careers and career-related skills, 21st century skills, and basically preparing students for college and/or the workforce. In this, one of the tools we use is YouScience. YouScience is an interest and aptitude platform where students take a series of brain games, and based off of how they perform the different aptitudes and how they share on part of the interest surveys, gives them a variety of career matches and some insight into how they are kind of, some of their strengths and good career matches. So, here are some examples of what the career matches look like, and you can see at a glance the amount of education it will require, the projected openings in the country, and average salaries, as well as whether or not it's a strong fit or a weak fit. And you can search by aptitude or interest match, as well as overall fit. And you can filter by the amount of education that they plan on taking. So here's what happens when you then select a career. It gives you an overview of the day in the life, as well as some of the details in terms of education, the salary ranges, and some of the aptitudes that made this a match for the student, if it is a match. Also some majors and career programs that they can explore. It also shares core tasks. So if these are, for example, calculating potential energy savings by comparing estimated energy consumption of proposed design to baseline standards. So if that sounds like something a kid would do, or this one seems a little more concrete, prepare operating and maintenance manuals, studies, and reports. If that sounds like something that they could do daily and have interest in that, then this gives them a sense of whether or not this might be something they're actually interested in doing. It also lets you view your aptitudes and how the career aptitude requirements match to the student's aptitudes. So the empty circles are the career aptitudes. The orange circles are the student's aptitudes, and they can see if this is something where it's a good fit, or if maybe they, there are certain elements where it doesn't fit so well, and they can explore that in depth. And similarly, has the same thing for interests. So if the student is interested in doing artistic endeavors, we're still looking at the example of the architect. You can see artistic interest would be a good match there, for example. Okay, and then as well, the education paths, whether or not you need a bachelor's or a master's or a doctorate, and potentially if you can do this through, different careers, going through a trade school or apprenticeships are also listed as options depending on the career. Then we can see what the majors would be. So you can see all of these majors for this relate to architecture in some way. And you can explore those majors a bit. You can also see where places throughout the country are going to be hiring for this, and places where it's going to be harder to get a job for this. So maybe that has an impact on where they plan on, having their home when they grow up. Okay. Again, we've got some career data in terms of whether or not the career field is growing, average salaries, starting salaries, all these kind of good things. And so moving on from YouScience, the Pathways class fosters 21st century skills for students, and really these skills that help them succeed in any class they may be taking, as well as any career, really skills that are going to be critical for success in the 21st century. This is a required class for graduation. In the state of Colorado, the ICAP is required. So not every high school in the state will have a pathways class. However, this is how Vista Ridge is helping students meet that graduation requirement of 21st century skills and ICAP. We will be building a digital portfolio with a new platform we're bringing on called Tallo. And students create a portfolio on here, and it can be considered sort of a super resume. So on there, students will post examples of their best work that they've created throughout the course, and they will um, be able to connect with colleges and scholarships and potentially industry for experiences like internships. It's a really, really great platform. We're excited to get that up and running for students this year. And some example lessons that we'll do in Pathways can involve working on note-taking skills, of course, YouScience, Google Sites. We are moving away from that. I need to update that. Sorry. That is now going to be Tallo for the portfolio. We are also having students learn the Google Suite, so how to operate with spreadsheets and presentations and documents, and how to manage those in folder structures and keep organized for Pathways and their schoolwork in general. We'll be building a resume in 10th grade, as well as practicing interviewing and doing some community engagement through career exploration, learning how to basically interview professionals and learn about different career fields that may inform students' decisions as to what they plan on doing in their studies and after high school. By grade level, 9th grade this is imbued. We've got social emotional learning and the ICAP content. So we're helping students learn about skills like empathy and perspective taking and all these sort of soft skills that are going to support them in having better relationships and understanding themselves better. And the social emotional learning is continued into the 10th grade, as well as the Pathways content. So Pathways, the course really is for 9th and 10th grade. During 11th grade, students are in SAT, math prep, and English prep is being added. And then we're doing mastery remediation for 12th grade, and that's sort of as an as-needed thing. So that's most 12th graders are on off periods. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email, mbrant@d49.org. And I hope this helped answer some questions you may have had about Pathways. And if you have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.